Yeah, you know what? It's a slow day at work, and I got nothing better to do, so screw it. I just want to talk about how cool and dumb fucking Madam Web was. Because look at me, look, listen. I know you can't see, it's just audio, but listen up. Look, this movie. I went into it openly, like, and my girlfriend was like, "Hey, it's got bad reviews. People don't like it." I'm like, "No, let's go watch. Let's go," because like I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. Like, you know, I'm gonna go watch this movie. And when it first started out, I was like, "Damn, dude, this was badass." And then it's just the ending, the end. Oh my god, what a fucking disappointment. But here we go. So there's this woman, right? She is the mother of our protagonist. So we're gonna be following our main character is her daughter that she's pregnant with right now. So did I say that right? I think so. Anyway, she's in the fucking Peruvian Amazon, the jungle, whatever. She going through there, and she's looking for a radioactive spider, kind of like the spider that bit Spider-Man. You know, our Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, and all that good shit. And god damn, dude, she's with this guy who's supposed to be like her private security intel. Anyway, they're in the fucking Amazon. Well, she finds the spider. She runs back to camp, and she says she's discovered the spider, and she's about 9 months pregnant. You know, eight and a half, and she found the spider, and she goes back to camp, and she announces that she's discovered it, and then the guy who's supposed to be her security detail shoots all the scientists, and then I think he was going to spare her. Like he killed all the guys, and I think he was going to spare her. He was like, "No, you're a girl, I can't shoot you," but he was trying to take the spider from her, and she's like, "No, I can't let you have it. This could cure so many diseases." And he says, "No, I don't give a damn about helping people. You know, I had a rough life. I had a rough start. You know, this belongs to me and me alone." So he freaking takes it, and he tries to rip it from her hands, and she resists and shit. So he ends up popping her in the chest, and she bleeds to death. Anyway, he fucking runs away because the trees start moving. Shit, the trees tops start moving, and he runs away. But there's these like spider monkeys, and they're called Los Arañas. They're the spider people, and it's super cool. They've all been bitten by the radioactive spiders, and they have this whole culture and tribe that's built around like the radioactive spiders. It's cool. They have their own religion and everything, their own psyche, and their suits. It's their flesh. No, it's their skin, and all their heads are shaved. And they've wrapped their bodies around in like green and red vines. It's really strange, really bizarre. I mean, they look freakish in the music they play too, man. Like, it's like just fucking scary, dude. Like, holy shit, that was a horror movie, bro. I'd be horrified, man. Los Arañas, shit, that should have just been the movie. It would have been way better. Anyway, they pick her up before she dies, and they take her to their lagoon. And they drop her in the water, and they get a radioactive spider to bite her in the chest, and then the energy, you know, from the spiders, you know, she dies. It's not able to save her, but the venom courses through her body, goes into her child, and then her child is born with the venom in her body. So that's pretty cool. And she wakes up in New York. Now she's like 30, and it's been like 28 years later, some shit like that, and we don't get any fucking detail on how she got back there. She just did. So I don't know if like the spider people like, you know, dropped her off at a U.S. embassy in Peru, and they just launched her as in an orphanage. I'm gonna assume that's what happened. I'm gonna put more creativity into the script than they were willing to. Anyway, we would jump back to the future. She's an ambulance driver. You know, she's a paramedic, and it's just pretty cool. And out of this, it feels like, I don't know if they shot the paramedic scenes, all the ambulance scenes after, like toward the end, or if they did it first thing, because I have two theories. Either she wasn't sure what kind of direction she was having, because like it really feels like she doesn't want to be like the actress in that movie for the first bit, and it's like every scene she's a paramedic, it's like she doesn't care about the role, like she just didn't want to be there. So either at first she didn't want to be there, or they filmed all the paramedic scenes toward the end of the film, and then she realized how garbage this was going to be and how bad it was going to be for her career. And then she was like, oh God, and then that's what happened. So I don't know. You pick and choose, you know. You fucking pick and choose what you think. Anyway, after that, we cut to our villain, and you know, he's a multi-billionaire, you know, I'm assuming, because they don't even explain that either. He's got a big ass company, he's fucking rich, he's got fancy suits and stuff, he's got fancy cars, and he's all about, yeah, look at this empire I built. I'm like, but what you do? Did you sell the spider venom? Like, we don't know. We get no clue what this man does. He's just one of those mysterious, like, billionaires. They're just rich. You don't know how or why. You know, you're the IRS trying to pin down where this man get his money. Like, you don't know. And I'm assuming he did meth. That's what he did. He Walter White, just car wash, you know, something. I don't know. But we cut to that. He's got his kick-ass radioactive spider in a really special cage. He really loves that spider. That thing's 30 years old. That's the same spider. I mean, it's 30 years into the future, right? I mean, that spider is immortal, I'm assuming, because, like, dude, spiders do not live that long. So there's another flaw, again, not explained, so I'm just going to explain it for you. I'm going to put more creativity into this fucking script than they were able to. And I'm also going to give you my opinion on how the ending should have fucking been. And anyway, fucking, he goes to the opera. There's this, I mean, I'm assuming if he was in that Amazon with our protagonist's mother when he was 30, so it's 30 years later, so now he's like 60, maybe 50, I don't know. I mean, because he was dating this woman, right? And she doesn't seem that young. I mean, she had wrinkles and stuff, but she didn't seem old either. So I'm just going to assume he's probably like the 55 range, and, you know, she was like in her 50 range, 45, so I don't know, you know, dating like 10, 15 years younger, which, that's alright, you know? When you're 55 and she's 40, fuck it, who cares? Anyway, he takes her up to his fancy-ass apartment. You pass by his radioactive spider again. Pretty cool ass spider. Terrible CGI, by the way, but like, it's a prop. They didn't give a shit. Everything else looks pretty sick, and that's the thing. Like, this movie looks pretty sick, but that's all it is. It's just fancy colors, man. I'll get to, because not gonna lie, I will tell you, but his suit, holy shit, but we're not getting there yet. Holy shit. I love how our villain looks, bro. Like, when your villain's got a badass suit, no, you don't give a fuck, man. Like, it could be the worst fucking poorly written villain ever, man. But when you see that fucker, oh my god, dude, it's a badass. That's my favorite part of the whole movie. Anyway, so he plows this chick. And this all takes place in 2003, by the way. So 30 years before, I think it's like, we're going to be in like 1990, we're going to be in 1983. And then this takes, 1973. And then this takes place in 2003. Yeah. So NSA, whatever, you know, this is all after 9/11. So there's the whole, you know, spy program, the American Patriot Act, whatever, surveillance systems. Why am I saying this? Because she was a spy, and they were trying, I think the IRS was trying to find out where he made his money and shit. And anyway, he finds out he has an ability that our Spider-Man Tobey Maguire doesn't have. He can use his nails and inject venom into people, so he kills her with paralysis, stops her heart, sends her into cardiac arrest. And she had this software built in her phone, and it gave him access to the NSA, basically, when it was first starting up, the NSA, all this security stuff. And there's my other thing, too. He killed an agent of the government and got access to this tech. They never said the FBI, nobody. They never come out, nothing. And I'm just like, y'all do know where she was last, right? Like shit. Like, nothing happens. So I'm just like, huh? You know, again, not explained, but you could be like, okay, he's a smart guy. He fucking, blocked your phone or something, you know, broke it in half. I mean, everyone was using flip phones, right? So, but she had a smartphone is what's funny. So she had a smartphone in 2003 because of the show. Oh, look how advanced technology the government's got. So anyway, he gets this technology and gives it to his private hacker, right? He has this assistant, and she's the guy in the chair, you know what I'm saying? She's the guy in the chair. And he keeps waking up with these visions every night. He sees these faces, and he sees them dying, and it's every night he's tormented by this. And so he wants this NSA government, because he wants this NSA technology from the government so he can ID their faces. And that's what he does. He gives description to his guy in the chair, and she prints out their faces, right? So she has an idea of what they look like, removes the mask, because in his vision they all have Spider-Man masks, which I think was like, holy shit. We're not going to get just 1, 2. We're going to get 3, 4, like Miss Webb's. Like, that's badass, dude. I mean, that's fucking cool. I can't wait to see this happen. I'm going to get to that. This is what pisses me off, but I'm going to get to that. Anyway, they ID 3 girls, and then they're all teenagers, and then there's our protagonist, Miss Webb, and her name's Katoria, something like that. I don't even fucking know. Constantine. We're just gonna call her Constantine. And he now has an idea of where they're going to be. They all end up being at Grand Central Station in New York, and his guy in the chair tells him that, and he's in his elegant suit. He pulls up with his nice ass car, and he's heading there. And again, this guy let the radioactive spider bite him, right? This is evil Spider-Man, and I want you to understand how badass that is, because holy shit, this next scene is badass. Our protagonist, Miss Webb, she got bit by the spider, but her powers don't start activating until, she's almost 30. And it's cool because she starts getting glimpses of the future. It's more than just the sixth sense, the spider tingle. She can actually like play out different alternate realities, and she can see every single thing that's about to happen, and she doesn't know what's happening at once, so it's a little confusing for the audience, but then you're able to follow along, and then it gets so bad to the point later where you can't follow. Like, they had a good concept, we got going with it, we were confused at first, then we were on the right track, and then the train derailed. Like, it was a fucking train wreck, I'll tell you, but no, we're not there yet. Anyway, she sees these girls, the girls that he has seen in his vision, and she's like, holy shit, they're all on the same train. And he can see the future as well. And so he says there's something here that happens here that's going to align them, that causes them to all become one, something like that. Not realizing that he's the thing that causes them to all meet and join up together. Anyway, she sees that he's coming, and she doesn't have her powers yet. She can't jump, she doesn't have super strength, none of that shit. So she finds the girls in her vision, same girls from his vision. She gets them the hell out of there, and the cops are like, why are you running? And she says, there's a man chasing us. And they call him the creepy crawly, something like that, creepy crawly. Ceiling guy, that's it. I was like, that's not bad, it's a pretty cool name, Ceiling Guy. And he's crawling on the ceiling, dude, just like Spider-Man. And he drops down, the cops are trying to shoot him, kills all the cops, like, it's crazy, dude. Like, he breaks their necks, throws one into a train, throws another one into the other train. Like, they're in the metro. It's just crazy, dude. Like, it's fucking badass. Like, he just said, fuck it, dude. His suit, oh my god, bro. His suit is so badass. It's awesome, dude. I think, no, it's not the first black Spider-Man suit we've seen. Tobey Maguire had, but this one is a black suit without the web design, and he has like the vines, the red vines wrapped around his body. It is super cool, dude. Super fucking cool. And his suit, dude, is just fucking intimidating. So this is an alternate universe where this is our Spider-Man, and he's evil, dude. It's fucking sick. Anyway, they get away, they find a taxi, they steal one, they go away. He's trying to find him, They go hide in the woods for a bit. She goes to her mother's closet, she leaves the girls in the woods. Just leaves them there. Just fucking leaves them there, no questions asked. Just leaves them there in the fucking woods. And just leaves them there to rot and die. And no, they don't die, they're just chilling there. She goes to her house, and she fucking goes through her mother's stuff that she, again, how did that get there? No one knows. I think the Amazonian spider people just fucking like shipped her with her shit, and they just gave it to her. These are her belongings, and again, not explained. Okay, she goes through that, and she goes through old photos of her mom, and she sees the same guy she saw on the train in the photo in the background, and she says, holy shit, she connected the dots. And so now she knows that this is her mother's murder. She knows something's up. Alright, she runs back. The girls are in the woods still. They get bored, and this is before Miss Webb gets back. So they're like, fuck it, I'm hungry. Let's go to the diner down the road. And they build a fire. Yes, so this was the most unrealistic thing in the whole film. A bunch of girls who are in New York City, never been in the woods probably their whole fucking life, and they build a pretty good damn fire. And I'm just like, wow. You know, even people that know how to build fires, that takes effort. These girls just, they did it. And they're like, alright, let's go to the diner. And they just fucking go. And they don't even shut the fire off. And again, it's 2003. I don't know if those commercials existed yet. Only you can prevent not getting your ass kicked from Nicholas fucking is another joke. Only you can prevent wildfires. I don't know if you've ever seen that commercial, but that's it. They just walk away and leave that thing ablaze, and it's just fuck it. They go to the diner. They go there. They're looking for 3 missing girls because they saw the footage and they never saw the Black Spider-Man kill all those cops. All they did was see Miss Webb running with 3 girls, so they think she's a kidnapper, and so they're looking for 3 girls. And they go to that diner, and one of the people in there, one of the guys in there, recognizes 3 girls, and he calls the police. And the villain's guy in the chair, she hears the phone call and wires him through the police, and then he says, no need to send backup, these are not our missing persons, even though they are. And so our villain's on his way. Our villain's on his fucking way. And Miss Webb pulls up to the woods where she left him, and they're still there. Nope, no they're not. They left. And the fire's out, so thank God that didn't spread. Again, not explained, fire's just out now. Okay. I think it was only like 30 minutes since they left, but fire. They got lucky this time. It wasn't dry. It wasn't dry in New York. Although that could have been really bad. And fuck, you go to prison for burning national forest. Alright, so she says, shit, where are they? And then she starts to have a vision of where they're at. Anyway, Spider-Man, evil Spider-Man shows up, right? And he breaks in through the diner, finds the girls, people try to stop him, breaks people's necks. He grabs one of the girls, cracks her neck, throws another girl into a chair, breaks her neck, poisons the last one, boom, the girls are just fucking dead. Fucking him. Nope, it was a vision. Miss Webb's like, holy shit, I gotta get there. She takes the taxi, and she starts driving as fast as she fucking can. And she's being an asshole about it, but she's gotta get there. Alright. Now it's the real life. That's the thing. It's really confusing to tell when it's real and when it's not. But it's kind of like Inception. I don't know. And Spider-Man breaks the door open, locates the girls, and they're fucking like strip dancing on Denny's diner table. Wow, it's just weird. And Spider-Man's about to approach him, and then boom, Spider-Man gets hit by a taxi, goes flying into the freaking bar. Again, there's like a lot of wine bottles at a diner. Anyway, he fucking knocked out. Shit, Spider-Man in cars, dude. You know it's just a bad day. And he just out. Anyway, Miss Webb hops out of the car, says, get in. Girls hop in. She backs out. And Spider-Man's just out, dude. Just fucking dead, dude. Like, he did not see that coming, dude. I was laughing my ass so hard, bro. Like, that was funny, dude. I was like, that is one way to take on someone stronger than you. Had they just done the same tactic with Thanos, just like Doctor Strange just like creates a train and like sends it through a portal, just hits fucking Thanos in the face, dude. Oh my god, man. A bullet train from Japan, he just portals it there. Oh my god, that would be so badass. Anyway, that didn't happen. That would have been cool though. Alright. They get away again. He's trying to find them. They get to a motel. They can't stay there. The motel's compromised. She sends him to his friend's house, who's her best friend from work, her paramedic assistant. The girls stay with him, and she has to go get answers. So she goes to the Amazon and goes find answers. The spider people find her. Los Arañas locate her, and they take her and they show her, you know, what happened, what everything happened. They throw her in a river, and the same river where she was born and her mother died. And she has visions there, and she like unlocks her power. She unlocks her mind, which I think is cool. Like, holy shit, holy shit, we're about to have our Miss Webb. She's going to be shooting webs out of her wrist. She's going to be crawling walls, super strength, all that. You're excited, right? Well, that's what you think. Well, she goes back to America, New York. She finds the girls, and the guy she left the girls with, he's an uncle, and his sister's pregnant, and her water broke, so they have to rush to the hospital. Anyway, they go to the hospital, and the cameras locate them, and so evil Spider-Man's on his way. And he's found them. He's about to go kill these girls. And Miss Webb pulls up, and she's like, how do I stop him? Not by using her new mystical fucking Spider-Man powers. You know how she stops him? Again, with the fucking car. This Spider-Man got hit not once, not twice. But he's gonna get hit again with a car. It's coming up. And Jesus Christ, he's out again. Gets up faster this time. He starts chasing them. The girls start running and everything. They go to this building where there was an accident earlier. It's a warehouse with open doors with a bunch of fireworks and crates, and it's not locked up. Again, not asking questions. Just roll with it. And she grabbed flares from the ambulance they were in, and tells all the girls, light them up, light every single crate up. And they start blowing up. Evil Spider-Man gets in there. And it's interesting because he doesn't have webs. He never developed webs. He can't shoot them out of his wrist. And he's not smart like our Peter Parker. So he was never able to design them. And so he can crawl on walls. He got super strength, super jump, all that. But he does not have webs, so it's interesting. He's kind of handicapped. And I was like, that's interesting. That is really cool. But here's what happens. We got 20 minutes left of the movie, and these 3 teenage girls are still without powers. And I thought they were like break into his apartment and get the radioactive spider and like inject themselves in order to defeat him. But no, that does not happen. So let me tell you how the film ends, and then I'll tell you how I would have liked it to end. Because what the fuck? I'm gonna fucking just walk into fucking Warner Bros. And be like, yo guys, I'm walking into Sony, like, guys, put me in charge of your scripts, because y'all don't know how to write. Stupid. This is fucking stupid. I'm not gonna be great, but I'm still doing a better job than these assholes. Anyway, they go in there, evil Spider-Man follows them, Spider-Works, that's pretty badass, copyrighted. Fireworks start going off, starts blowing up Spider-Man's face. His senses are fucked, because he's trying to deter where they are, and he can't tell, because all these fireworks are blown up. She can see the future now, so she's basically Doctor Strange. And she sees where everything's going to blow up, where it's not, so she tells the girls, watch out, watch out, watch out. She can predict the future, all that shit. It's really cool. And then evil Spider-Man gets the better hand, knocks all the girls off, and yeah, I swear to God, they're on the tower, giant crater hole fucking blows up. They're on the ceiling now, Chopper's coming in, trying to save them. She had a vision of how they were going to get out of there. They were going to let Spider-Man blow up in the fireworks, and they were going to get away in a helicopter that she called earlier from the ambulance before she ran away with the girls. And nope, firework hits the engine and blows up the helicopter, dead, crashed. And then Spider-Man grabs Miss Webb again by the neck, and you're like, holy shit, death battle, death battle, death battle. She's gonna punch him in the face. It's gonna be awesome. Nope, she doesn't have fucking powers. And so you're telling me her name is Miss Webb, but she has no super strength, nothing. She has no powers. The girls, the little girls, the teenage girls, no powers, nothing. So now you got somewhat powered Miss Webb who can tell the future. Doesn't matter now, her neck is getting crushed. And the 3 teenage girls, no power against a superhuman. Anyway, well, she's getting strangled, and he's just taking her time to strangle her. The 3 girls charge up at him. He just knocks her asses out. I mean, what do you think was going to happen? And I don't know. She sees a firework is about to hit their way, so she just lets it happen. Firework goes their way, hits Spider-Man, and she falls over. Other firework hits a fucking letter sign on top of the building. Again, fireworks are not that fucking strong, but okay. Hits that shit, and evil Spider-Man falls like 40 feet, and you're like, okay, this man jumped off a skyscraper, is okay. Falls 40 feet, oh my god, ah. Couple steel rims fall on top of him. Again, Spider-Man, he's strong enough for this shit, right? He doesn't matter. This man is strong. All right, nope, pin in the wall. Up, more metal falls on him. Oh, guess he's dead. That's the last you see of him. You don't know. You don't fucking know. It's never teased. There's no post-credit scene. Nothing. Anyway, she falls off because they were on a concrete building with streets and everything. Next scene, she falls into the water. So I guess they were near the Hudson or something. I don't know. She falls in the water. Firework goes in the water, hits her in the eyes. She's blind now. Next scene, they wake up in the hospital. 3 girls are there. She's blind. And I don't know. Here's another thing too. She taught them CPR because she was saying that the spider venom from the fucking evil Spider-Man would stop their hearts. And she said, but it's preventable. It's preventable. Yeah, just learn CPR. So there's actually several scenes where we learned CPR pretty well. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? What is this movie? What? That's nice to know. But what? Should we focus more on getting our fucking powers if we're gonna call this film? Nope, never happens. Alright. She wakes up in the hospital. They saved her like she was drowning. They got her out of the water. Again, I don't know how those little ass teenage girls pulled her ass out of the water, but they did. Gave her CPR. She comes back. And this girl had Miss Webb almost drowned and died 8 times in this movie. They just kept using the same trope. It cuts out. Year later, she has her suit now. She looks like Charles Xavier, and yeah, she can see the future. And they ask her, "Oh, what do you see in our future?" And then she sees them with all their powers and shit. You know, they're cool. They're kicking ass. And then she's like, "Yeah, strong, powerful women." And then the film just ends, just like that. Just like that. These 3 girls never get their powers. Miss Webb can see the future, and that's it. Nothing else. And that's just stupid. That's just fucking. If you're gonna have a film, you should have just made it a cartoon, dude. Because this is just stupid. Stupid, bro. It's just dumb. Why is this the ending? Why is this the end? There's no post-credit scene. Nothing. That's just it. All right. Now let me tell you once. Let me drink my water. I'm gonna tell you how I would have left. I went opening day. I went yesterday. Now I'm going to tell you, I know if you go to Regal Cinema, no, not Regal. If you go to Frank Theaters, no. Is it Regal? Some theaters you can go the night before. You can go the night before it premieres. So anyway, I went opening day. I didn't go pre-day, but I went opening day. So now I'm doing this the day after this review. This is how I would have liked the movie to end. Bruh, look, you know evil Spider-Man's coming. Look, the scene where she hits him with the ambulance for the second time, keep that. But now everything that happens after that, fuck that. This is Doctor Strange. Here we go. This is an alternate ending, alright? They know that he took the spider. They know he has powers. It never occurred to them, holy shit, if we get bit by the same spider, we can have powers. They should have taken another car, whatever, the same ambulance, ran to his building, his company. They gotta know about him, right? He's famous, something, right? Go to his building, go in there, kick the lady in the chair's ass. But before she gets her ass whooped by these normal-ass girls, basically, she sees them coming up the elevator, and she tells Spider-Man they're heading our way to our building. And he says, holy shit, they're coming for the spider. And he orders her, take my spider now and leave. And she's fucking scared, right? She's fucking scared because she's afraid of spiders. And she doesn't want to do that. And by the time she's about to grab the spider, the girls, boom, pop in. And they see her with the spider. And who cares? Who gives a fuck? Spider bites her. She gets superpowers. Spider's on the ground somewhere running. She fucking gets super strength. Starts trying to kill the girls. You know, they're fucking running around trying to not die. She's trying to kill them. And then boom, one of the girls gets her ass knocked over into a wall, almost dies. Spider's right next to her. She lets the spider bite her. Holy shit, she's got spider powers now. And then she's about to go kill the evil lady, the the guy in the chair is about to kill one of the other girls, and then the lady, one of the girls that just got bit, grabs her wrist and was like, "No, bitch, you're fighting me now." Fucking punches her. She goes flying through the cage of the spider and just breaks through the glass. Boom, done. And now they have a battle scene. Other girls, they get bit by the spider, subdue this bitch, kick her ass. She done. They grab her and just rip her into pieces. 4 pieces out. Boom, dead. That's how you kill Spider-Man. And yeah, dude, that would have been badass. And then boom, evil Spider-Man walks in. And now it's basically an equal fight. It's like they all have superhuman strength now, speed, everything. But because he's a male and they're female, I think the female spiders are stronger than the male spiders. Anyway, here we go. Maybe you can make that case that no, they're actually stronger than him. But I don't know. Anyway, they have a big ass battle. They fight, and then they do defeat him. His vision's fulfilled because he dies with these girls showing up at his apartment. And he dies falling out of his fucking windowsill from his apartment and just falls to his death. That's how his vision, that would have all aligned. And then boom, now you have your Spider-Women. Boom, now you have Miss Web. And it would have been so much better, but they don't do that. They don't fucking do that. They give you this stupid ass ending with a stupid ass idea, and it's just a waste of a villain, it's a waste of characters, and you shouldn't bother setting up sequels if the first movie sucks. Like, I will never see that movie again. Never. No, I will watch the first 30 minutes maybe just to see badass evil Spider-Man, but I'm leaving. I'm leaving after that. Fuck it. Because it's just a disappointment. So, that was my review of Madam Web. It's not a good movie, and I should have listened to the audience, but you know me, I don't like to listen to people that are just negative. But no, they were right on this one. That was a shit movie. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and let me know if you like these. I'll keep making more. Bye.